Alright, guys. So remember when I told you I'll be reviewing No Limit by John C. Maxwell, and I'm starting the review today and now. Alright, so I've opened to the first part of this book. Alright, and I see the part one of the book, the part one, and it says awareness, that is removing the caps of your capacity, that removing the caps from your capacity. And I jotted down little things from that part one, and I came to realize that awareness. Now, the first step towards what that part one actually states them. The first step towards removing your cap is to know thyself. You cannot remove the cap of your capacity. You cannot blow your cap. That is this part. You cannot blow your cap of your capacity without knowing thyself. Yeah, you need to know yourself. That is where the awareness comes in. And nothing brings to him, from the writer, he stated that nothing brings to him happiness than helping others grow and get better. Believe me, that is what I'm actually trying to execute. I'm trying to execute that because that is what brings happiness to me. Helping others to get better and developing their capacity as well helps me and brings happiness and satisfaction to me. Now, this book is written to lift you up and to help you increase your capacity. That's what this book is aimed at doing. It's written to lift you up, and as well blow the cap of your capacity. But you cannot just accomplish that anyhow. You need to get aware of yourself. You need to know thyself. You cannot speak to someone concerning something without knowing about that particular thing. As I'm speaking to you concerning this book, if I do not know about this book, like if I haven't read this book, I cannot give you what this book carries. Another thing I came to realize that in this book, there are various things in which you have to do to reach your capacity in this book. The first one that I noted that was that you should grow in your awareness. You should grow in your awareness. The next one is that you should develop your abilities. In as much as my last video that I posted on talent, refining your talents. Now, you don't just stop at refining your talent, because an individual stated that talent is god-given abilities. As I will tell me that way, talent are god-given abilities. Now, you don't just stop at discovering your talents, which are your god-given abilities. You move towards developing it. That is how one of the ways to blow the cap of your capacity. You need to develop your abilities. This is that you need to make the right choices. The choices you make today have a way of influencing your activities in the future. Another thing is that if you can do all this, you can stand a chance of being an individual with a solidified capacity. If you can develop your abilities, make the right choices, and grow in your awareness, there's nothing that will stop you from becoming an individual with a solidified capacity. Also, I wrote down that great men of today spend most of their time equipping people to grow in their capacity. Now, mind you, there's a big difference between counseling and equipping. Counseling and equipping are never the same. Now, self-awareness is best accomplished by equipping. Yeah, by equipping yourself rather than counseling yourself. Self-awareness is best established by equipping yourself rather than counseling yourself. That's what this book actually enlightens us. This book enlightens us that self-awareness is actually accomplished by equipping yourself and not counseling yourself. Now, in as much as that is done, now this is because equipping people, yeah, help to build their strength, while counseling help to work on their weaknesses. Now, equipping people help to build their strength, while counseling them helps them to work on their weaknesses. Now, if you are the one, the ball is in your court right now, which one will you love to do? Will you like to equip yourself to develop your strength, or to counsel yourself to work on your weaknesses? Well, to me, I want to equip myself to work on my strength, because when I know my strength, I'll be able to solidify my capacity. Because when I'm able to work on my strength and I know what I'm capable of doing, my weaknesses become less and less prominent, because my strength will cover the weaknesses. That's what the part one of this book tells us. And then potentials are reached when people work on their strength. You cannot reach your potential without working on your strength. If you decide to work on your weakness, you get to realize that you spend a lot of time on your weakness. But if you decide to work on your strength, the time in which you would have used in spending to work on your weaknesses, you would have used that in working on your strength. Now, no matter how good you are, you must need someone else to help you become aware of how you can be better at reaching your capacity. That's what the part one of this book tells us. It tells us that no matter how good you are, even if you are like, even John Maxwell himself stated in this book that he had to reach the preachers out of 10, because he was reading a book how churches go. He had to reach up to 2 preachers out of 10, and then he interviewed them on how to build their church. So for him to be able to, to become aware of himself, he had to meet with other pastors who are, more advanced and experienced. You do not know everything, so you need the help of another person. So that's what he did. And as we further, move on in the next video, because I'm expecting you to subscribe to my video, I'm going to be reading on the next page. I'll be summarizing the next page, and then the next page you have the ideology that change doesn't have to be drastic for it to be effective. We'll talk on that soon. And for you to reach your capacity, change is necessary. Every little bit of positive change increases your capacity. So we'll be talking on that in the next video. And the next video will be teaching you how to know what's limiting you, because you cannot reach your capacity without knowing what's actually limiting you. So please don't forget to subscribe to my video and follow me on my Facebook platform at Evans Junior, my Instagram platform at Marvant, and my TikTok account Evans Junior. Thank you very much, and please subscribe. Thank you.